Hello, once again, one all. Welcome back to Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, and welcome to the first of many playthrough videos. Okay, so there's a lot of places to start, and I will eventually do videos on every single one of these, or at least playlists on each and every one of these, including the community stuff, the premium stuff, and well, anything I can find essentially. But we're gonna start with the basics. We're going to start with the tutorial. This is basically to show you what can do stuff, and we're going to make a new character. Now, I have been playing this behind the scenes, and I've been testing out a build that actually is kind of effective, that I'm going to use for something different. This time, though, we're going to do something a wee bit different. We're going to play something I said is going to suck, and I'm going to make myself suffer through it, just for the sake of saying I've done it, and I can maybe correct my opinion if I'm wrong. We're going to play the bard. Okay. Chaotic good. Abilities. We're gonna do a little bit of dicking around with some settings. We're gonna put that down to 12. We're gonna turn my dexterity up to 16. I can't do that. Where can I take points out of? Can I put a point here? I can put it to 16, which I will do. I don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to do it. So we're gonna go to configure packages. Does this have open lock? It doesn't have open lock. Right, I'm going to have to take 2 points there, and we're going to do this a specific way. I want heal, of course, lore, perform definitely, and we're going to put 2 points in charisma because, to be honest, actually, no, we'll put all 4. That's going to be one of my best things to make use of, and outside of that, we're going to call that good. Actually, we'll take 2 points out of persuade and what else can I take 2 points out of that I can maybe? Okay, we'll take 2 points out of use magic device and we'll put 4 into spellcraft, since those two require charisma. Now we're going to do some work. Since I'm going to go a dexterity build, I'm going to. What do I have access to with simple? Martial and anything else. Lingering song. What's that do? That definitely sounds like it'd be useful. Artist. No. I mean, that actually looks kind of useful. So we'll definitely go with finesse. I don't think I have access to weapon finesse right now. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never played a bard, so I don't know what's kind of good for a bard. Fuck it. We'll take curse on because that seems actually kind of useful. Yeah. We'll take all of these. And we're going to customize. Where's my favorite face? Did I already pass my favorite face? I think I already passed my favorite face. I did pass my favorite face. Tattoo. red, and blue, even though you'll never really see those. Skin color, leave that as is. Hair color, leave that as
Get
is.
on them! Attack, I say!
Attack! I say attack!
Okay, characters ready.
The Frozen North, the name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier that lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak.
Yep, nope, that's annoying. I don't know what causes that issue, but there's something that causes that issue, and I cannot do anything about that. Alright, we are in the tutorial, and as we start, as a bard, you actually get used to access to some really useful things. I hate arcane magic failure. But it's fine, we're gonna have to put up with it. We're gonna mostly rely on scrolls and shit. At least try to rely on scrolls and shit. So we're gonna always have our inventory open. We're gonna put a club there. Actually, we're gonna focus on... Yeah, we're gonna focus on this. But we're gonna trade you off with the club. No, I don't want... I just want the club. Thank you. Dagger can be sold later. Yeah, this is the inventory. Basically, it is a geometry inventory, which I have my issues with, but I'll make use of it. Oh, I want to real quickly... Yeah, everything is set up the way I want it. I have access to all my spells off the bat. Ignore him, he'll follow you. I would definitely suggest checking the rooms as you go along, because there is stuff to grab. It may not be much, but every gold coin is a gold coin in your pocket. Alright, okay.
Finally, you're up. I was afraid you were going to sleep all day. I guess the instructors work you pretty hard here at the academy. My name's Pavel. I'm one of the new recruits. I just arrived here at the academy this morning.
Yeah, some of the voice lines are voice acted, but otherwise they are not. Or you can ask, and basically it's just more information, and I'm not going to waste time because there's a lot of shit you could talk to characters about.
I saw you talking to my brother Pavel. My name is Bim. If you want, I can give you a short tutorial on adventuring.
Yeah, this is basically a short little explanation of how you do things. If you want to pause these and read these, go right ahead.
Okay, you've had a chance to test out the top-down camera mode. Now we'll let you try the chase cam.
Yeah, this is talking about the... I normally use top-down, but technically... technically, where is it? I should have read that top-down. Where is it? There you go, yeah. Okay, so basically what top-down is, it follows your character around. I mean, chases you. It follows your character around. Top-down... Wait. Hold on, that's not right. Did I forget to do something? I think I forgot to do something. Chase cam. Save. So what's the difference? They're legitimately the same thing. That is so weird.
Okay, you've had a chance to test out the chase.
Okay, this is just difficulty settings, which I'll explain myself because these are long-winded. Basically, there's a lot of different difficulty settings, and normal is your. As you can see, you just click the thing and this explains it. So as you can see, yeah. So you could do hardcore mode, which is basically what I say is normal, which is what I would say is what should normal be. This should be easy, and this should be beginner. But yeah, never ever touch very difficult. It's unfair. It's bullshit. You will get bullied and punished in the blink of an eye. Next is the tutorial about the storefront and how to do sell and buy things. And how to work the inventory, which I've already explained.
Oh, this might be a good time.
I've already used the store, inventory. But to use stores, you can do this in one of two ways. Oh, it also gives you a free starter armor, which is awesome. But that's a 20% fail on spells, so that's going to kind of suck. So there are two ways you can sell things. Drag it, right click and go over here to sell, or left click and drag. I prefer the left click and drag most of the time. You can buy your own gear and things. Weapons. For the most part, I want to use a scimitar? Rapier. I honestly want to use something that's decent. So I'm going to grab my hands on a long sword. Yeah, long sword. Use that instead of that bad boy. And I would rather have a long bow instead of a crossbow. Mostly, I just really prefer the crossbows to anything else. And I'm going to buy just a couple things of arrows, have those on hand in case I ever need them. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I have no idea what's optimal. Potions and all this good jazz. We can technically make our own potions once we get to a point. These give you a +1 to your lockpicking skill when you use it, and because I took lockpicking, I mostly took that because I'm going to take a different companion than what I normally take. Mostly because if I don't, I'm actually going to get bullied by the game. And I do not trust the game. Now, there's a lot of different tutorials, and I don't know what she teaches. I don't ever talk to her. Oh, if you press M, you can go over here. And this is the combat tutorial. Technically, I think you can skip this if you want.
It's about time you showed up, recruit.
Oh, no. Alright, combat drills, basically, you just go talk to these guys. And again, it's super simple.
Haven't sent you over for your combat.
Basically, I just have to smack the component, which you can left click, or you can right click and, use the radio wheel.
You are so gonna feel some wrath.
Yeah, my, to hit stat kind of sucks. Now I've got a +2 to my hit. Oh, and it was a crit. Critical! God, I haven't played that fucking Flash game in a long time. So basically, for those who are uninitiated in the D&D, everything is based off of dice rolls. To hit a target, you have to roll a 1d20. And in order to hit a target, say if I'm getting attacked, an enemy has to roll 1d20 and hit 15. Now you get attack bonuses which add a flat number to that roll. You get enhanced weapons which add a +1, +2, +3, and so on and so forth. Plus you naturally get your own bonuses as you level. Where's my? Oh, son of a bitch. Well, fuck it. Free. I forgot that I get a free one.
So Harbin sent you over for your combat trial.
Yeah, he sent me over.
Well, my name is
I'm ready for the ranged and missile weapon combat trial. Fuck off. Oh, my arm actually hurts just a little bit.
Back to
Nice shot.
wherever.
I need to talk to you again. I guess congratulations are in order.
Yep, and now basically you can go do your own thing. So the reason I'm going Bard is I want to do a Red Dragon Disciple build. And as a Bard you can do that. But Bard also gets some bonuses for ranged and melee combat, which I kind of want to figure out what works best. Oh, you can also go to these, and these give you different tutorial areas. Like this is for sorcerers and wizards, for how to cast spells. Excuse me. This covers cleric stuff, and this covers rogue stuff, which I will actually go and kind of show you real quick. I should have also picked up the detect the trap stuff. So basically, what you have to do is you can run over if something's locked. You walk up, you talk to it. Oh, it's locked. Well, then you basically right-click over here to unlock. With your right-click, and you unlock. Now, in the original version of the game, you didn't get this. I take 20, basically, if you're not in combat, gives you a immediate 20 to your roll. So you will always roll the best roll you can roll. And you can get the rogue key, you go over here, you open the door. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and traps are a thing, which is kind of my problem. And as a rogue, as a not having, oh, fuck off. I really hope there's ways to avoid. Yeah, and if you fail a spell, you still use a spell slot, which kind of sucks. Which is why we're going to be basically using,
Now that you've finished your...
So, resting, in order to regenerate your spell, like these, or limited use create things, you have to rest. Resting heals you, it sometimes gets rid of debuffs so long as you're not poisoned or diseased. And, regenerates your lost spells and use things. Now.
Congratulations! Your training here at the Academy is now complete. May the blessing of Tyr be upon you.
Say hello to Erebeth, a recurring character you'll be seeing a lot of in the Wailing. You'll actually be seeing a lot of her throughout the entire game, through several modules and campaigns, which is kind of fun.
I have been looking forward to meeting you. The instructors here at the Academy speak very highly of your skills. I am Lady Erebeth de Tilmarand. Perhaps after the graduation ceremonies, we can speak in private. Neverwinter can use someone like you. We should arrange to... Wait, what was that? Did you feel it? Brace yourself, we are under attack.
And... assholes spawn in. So yeah, down here it'll show you what the enemies are casting. Yep, people are dying. That works.
I must speak with you.
So I'm definitely gonna grab something.
Listen to me. There is not much time. I fear this is no random attack we have suffered.
Gee, I
You may
wonder.
already know, a number of creatures were brought from Waterdeep here to the Academy. It was believed the reagents for a spell to create a cure could be extracted from them. We tried to keep this information secret, but this attack reveals our secret is well known, even to our enemies. Rumors spread more quickly than the plague itself, or so it would seem. But what is done cannot be undone. We must focus on the task at hand. Neverwinter has many enemies. Some declare themselves openly, such as the city of Luskan. Others keep their identities hidden from us, striking from the shadows. I do not know who is behind this attack, but it is obvious they are here to destroy our hope of ending the Wailing death. You must protect the Waterdavian creatures. They must not be allowed to fall into the enemy's hands. I would take you to the creatures myself if I could, but I fear my presence would make protecting the creatures more difficult, if not impossible. Our attackers appeared here in this room. It is likely their arrival was magically centered on me. They must have assumed I would be with the Waterdavian creatures. Even now, our enemy may be watching me through magical means, hoping I will lead them right to where the creatures are kept. I cannot take that risk. You must do this alone. Go back through the hallway leading to this room, and take the corridor to the east. It leads to the chambers where the Waterdavian beasts are being kept. Take this key.
Yes.
It will open the locked east door back in the hallway leading to this room. I will stay here. Hopefully my presence will draw the enemy away from the creatures they seek. Hurry! Make your way into the hall, and then to the chambers down the east corridor. That is where the Waterdavian beasts are kept. The fate of Neverwinter depends on you. This key will open the door. May Tyr be with you.
Okay. I would like, yeah, she could be kind of long-winded.
What's this? I was expecting Arabeth, not some wet behind the ears. Well, let's see how you deal with my minions.
Back.
Yeah, the goblins aren't really scary.
Wherever.
They'll pretty much die in one hit. In fact, I'm gonna switch to my melee and just slap these things. Ooh, yeah, sometimes enemies explode. Now, you can go back through and kind of clear out the area and kill things, but it's not gonna matter. You'll still have the same amount of XP you would if you did it or not. And we get out, and we have to go smack this bitch again.
I will overcome.
So I definitely think I'm going to go with weapon finesse. Oh, an amulet of will. Hell yeah. My first amulet. But I'm definitely going to go with weapon finesse. Mostly because I'm going to have a bunch of dexterity and charisma. And having those in abundance will likely help me survive.
Thank the gods you're here. I thought those goblins were going to be the death of me.
Yeah, he talks about having henchmen and stuff. I'm not wasting my healing potion on your ass. Again, there's two directions you can go. This way.
I will overcome.
One way has skeletons, one way has goblins. Ooh, my neck itches. Tough goblin. Heal myself, please. I'm definitely have to limit myself to light armor, which kinda sucks.
I will overcome.
But thankfully with light armor having a higher dexterity, I should also get access to like mage armor and stuff. That one was tweak it out, which will definitely help me in grabbing being taken. And when enemies die, they can either drop, well, they drop remains. They basically they drop loot bags. Now we have to go kill the skeletons. If I was a cleric, I could use turn undead and all of these guys would instantly die, which is really nice. My only issue is I have really, really shitty health.
Let's go!
I might actually die here. Come on, please. Pavel, do something useful.
Bring it to me.
Yeah, I definitely need to grab weapon finesse when I get my next feat. Okay. Ooh, that was dangerous. Need weapon finesse, and I need to grab fucking the ability to craft spells and shit. Because that'll help me just always have access to the things I need. That or make wands. Wands also will be really, really useful for me to have my hands on. Alright, and now we're going to get to level up this.
Speak to you. Many fierce enemies.
Yeah, this is basically shows you how to level up, which is rather simplified. I kind of showed you how I go. Bard, I got 6 points. I'm going to put 1 into spellcraft, 1 into persuade, 1 into perform. Can't put anything into open lock. Can I do anything with disable trap? I will do disable trap. I don't want set trap. Set trap's kind of useless. But I will take concentration, because I'm actually going to need concentration. I'm just for not grabbing it. Get to grab light, which is useful. Oh no, I don't want to amplify. Let's see, what spells do I have here? Mage armor, yes. Amplify, what's amplify do? That's kind of useful. That is not useful. I want something that does... I don't think there's anything that really does damage. So I'm going to grab summon creature as my next spell, which is useful. Which is a little useful. We're going to just throw these here and here. We're going to rest. There are enemies nearby. Fuck off. I want to rest. Let me rest. Let me rest. Let me rest. Oh god, there's enemies around here. Okay, I'll kill these idiots.
Let's see what you got!
Oh, at least he gets a decent attack bonus.
Yeah.
So I will be weak for the first few levels up until I get to, I think, a certain, some ranks of spells. And those spell rank levels will get me access to self-buffing spells like Bear's Strength, Bull's Strength, Bear's Endurance, Eagle's Splendor, and all that shit, which will boost my attributes here, which will make my life so much easier. Which is why I like playing Cleric, because Cleric gets access to those spells, along with other buffing spells, which, to just be fair, is maniacally fun. And basically, the build I'm playing is going for Weapon Master, where I'm going to basically be a Crit Monkey with increased stats. And so far, it's actually rather effective at doing what I need it to do. I will actually probably play that build when I do Shadows of the Unretired. And follow it into Horde of the Underdark. But we're way off there. Oh, we just got one of the buff spells I like. Oh my god, so many spells. Yes, I love this. So we're gonna, since we have mage armor, we're gonna real quickly cast it on ourselves. Which gives me, basically what it does, it gives you a +1 to your natural armor, dodge, deflection, and enhancement. So it is a +4 to your armor. Really useful. But as it's only a +1, it quickly gets overridden once you have, a lot of other items that give you those bonuses naturally through the armor. But if you don't have armor that gives you those bonuses, they're useful. Ignore bookcases. Just really ignore bookcases. They are kind of useless. The only thing bookshelves are... well, actually, no, don't ignore bookshelves, but books, for the most part, have no use. They shelf for cheap, and they are just a waste of inventory space and time. Can I... nope, I got the rest. Real quickly, actually, I'm going to switch to my bow, and I'm going to plink from back here. Damn. And back to melee combat, of course. But thankfully, I can actually hit things. Alright, back to the bow. We're almost out of the starter. There are 2 rooms back here you can check, but again, there's no point in full clearing it. There's not even really much of worth to get. Honestly, your best option is to smack enemies where you can. And oh, he probably just wrecked his face. I really should have used those 2 spells. That's gonna be a problem in a minute. But I should be able to rest now, actually, which would be nice. So I can have access to, my actual stuff. How many uses of my tier 1s back? My life. Okay. We're gonna sleep. Not sleep. Give myself armor. Gloves in the minstrel? Hell yeah, I'll take that shit. I will use a summon creature level 1 for an extra friend. Use my thing. And now the final room. Which, first thing we're doing, color spray will basically debuff enemies, which will allow me to kill some of these guys quickly. That was actually a lot easier. Oh, if enemies are prone or slept, you get coup de grace, which basically is an ensured hit, which basically makes life stupidly simple.
We came too late. The creatures are lost. The academy students slain. No, this cannot be. How could this happen?
All is lost, Fenthic. The nymph has fled. The Yonti and the other creatures have escaped into the streets of the city. And where was Erebeth during all this?
I really don't like him. Yep, and you talk.
I need to speak to you. I'm no hero. I just want a nice, quiet life. I doubt our paths will cross again anytime soon. Goodbye, and good luck.
Alright, now we talk to Fences again.
The strain of the Wailing death weighs heavily on the Hellmites.
Why does he kind of look like an elven Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like, am I the only one that sees that?
As their leader, Dester has worked long and hard to help ease the suffering of Neverwinter.
Long and hard.
And this most recent setback has upset him greatly. I'm Fenthic Moss, priest of Tyr and companion of the Lady Erebeth. You must be the student Erebeth told me about.
Yep. If you want to pause it and read, go ahead. This basically goes over what's going on and then you just basically it ends with you offering your help. But you get a free level up to level 3, which is very nice. We're gonna dump 3 points into concentration, 1 point to heal, 2 points into disable trap, and 1 point into perform. Nah, okay, we got a level up. We're going to grab weapon finesse, which kind of sucks, but you know what? I'll deal with what I have to deal with. The rapier, I guess, isn't horrible. But I'll take the rapier, I guess. Get another spell. We're going to grab... identify. Yeah, don't get magic weapon. It's a scam. It's useful for all of like 10 minutes, and then you get a +1 weapon, and it's like, oh, I'll never use this again. So we're going to grab identify, which is kind of useful. We get another movie cutscene. Which has the same issue as the first. I don't know why it has those issues. And then we're here to talk to Fenthic again. Hi, Fenthic.
Answer the summons. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the halls of justice.
This is a mistake, Fenthic. We know nothing about this whelp. How can you so blindly trust them?
Oh, geez, Zoomer just messaged me. Alright, that should be... This is where I'm going to end it. If you want to read these, go ahead. Pause. I forgot to get a to get a... I forgot to grab a thing for it. A screenshot, but I think I'll be able to go back and get one relatively easily. Do a little effort, but if you've enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like or a comment below. Suggestions for feats to grab are always going to be welcome. Ideas on how to refine the build and make it better. I will love the constructive criticism. And if you've enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like or a comment below. A comment like lets me know you all want to see more of this, and a comment helps you with the algorithm and gives you some interaction with you all, which I do so very much enjoy. And until next time, I hope to see you all again. Bye-bye.